Take the TARDIS? What? Start the TARDIS? Why is TARDIS all caps? This is Nassif, right? Should I say yes or no? Yes. Another Yorion fool. Because it stands for time and relative dimension in space. Oh. Alright, what do we do first? Spelunking? Surprised to see you playing Pioneer. I do a second one. Does that change anything? Spelunking's probably almost all upside. Okay, could be worse. The orange, I mean. It's not like super dry. It's not dry to the point where it's like doesn't taste like anything anymore. I wonder if you want two Spelunking. It does look good. But that's the thing, you can never draw the second one, which is nice. Even though you could technically recycle them was they're probably playing Incarnation. I could play like a coward. And save Verse for Overlord. So they can get what? They can get Warden, probably get Gearhulk in that spot, kill my Overlords. I mean, they can still Incarnation like a Knight of Autumn and stuff. Yeah, I think you just hardcast. Like, if they get a Gearhulk, it's not that big of a deal. Also, technically, I can Red Binding, but I don't think they're going to play around that. Like, if they sag that to get a Gearhulk and I get to verse a Gearhulk, or I can just let them have Gearhulk. Guess I'll push that because of Yorion. Even though now they can get it back with Black Overlord. Plotting a bit. They can just get Black Overlords. I mean, I guess I'll just get rid of it and hope I top deck. Just slow them down a tiny bit at least. Sack Incarnation. Oh, Elishnorn. Elishnorn into double blue trigger. That's pretty gross. Alright, you can sack one to each. Yeah, the most overrated play of all time. I feel like didn't even have any like. I mean, I guess that's what casters are there for, but Randy Bueller hyped up that play so much. I guess I'll just scoop. I got high rolled. Last time I played this, we just played a matchup and I didn't bring in all the disputes and stuff. Or I didn't bring in all the vetoes? Oh no, I was playing against Zergo. I was playing against Overlords. Not actual incarnation. According to this YouTube video, you made Ben Stark into the laughing stock. Thing is, my hand was all mapped out, and I was not gonna have time to play Chalice on 1 on 2 mana anyways. So really my play was not like that big brained. It was just like I didn't even consider that he might be sandbagging zeros, which he did do, which was probably silly in hindsight. My reasoning was like, well, I'm not gonna have to play time to play my Chalice later. So might as well play it now, and if maybe he gets unlucky and draws a bunch of zeros. And I found a cut all to go for the throats. They kill like Atraxine stuff. They kill Elishnorn, of course. Can you mention what to the YouTuber? I don't know, man. Do whatever. I'm gonna cut a white Overlords. I'm gonna cut a go for the throat, I guess. Zera has looked kind of good, no? I guess I'll trim one anyways. Yeah, the Chalice play is like so overblown. Like I didn't have better use for it. B, it didn't even end up mattering. Even though he did have a bunch in hand, it's just, yeah. That's a nice draw. Just in case you have a Beanstalk. Was your Affinity matchup as bad as the YouTube said? I don't know.
Almost 4 years of top-notch content. What Magic nerd could ask for more?
I think it was thing is, like, a lot of Affinity decks at this PT were like really poorly built. A lot of people didn't have Ether Vial. But I did beat Yelger in the semis, and then we replayed the matchup recently, me against Yelger. We replayed our semis matchup, and I think I beat him 3-0. Like, he's always been convinced that... So what happened is he went out drinking the night before, he got really drunk, and then apparently he played pretty poorly against me in the semis. And then he feels like if that would have not happened, he would have, like... I don't want to give them a... Kind of want to bind that Shaman token, I think. Let's do that. So the answer is I don't know. I think my matchup was probably... My Affinity matchup was probably fine. Maybe I should have shocked first. First place. It was first too. That was the only 4-0. Another Fable. Oh, I don't have triple whites. Alright, who plays is not loose. At least my bindings are not a liability, which is nice. They can't just get rid of them. And you think you'll be playing less Pioneer in the coming future? I mean, probably, right? They announced like no Pioneer events for next year. Standard, yeah, I don't mind. It's going to be nice to be able to focus on standard and stuff. I mean, as a streamer, I don't mind having to play like 3 or 4 different formats, but maybe for most people, it's going to be nice to not have to worry about as many formats It might be worse for me though. My content and enjoyment of the game. Alish again, okay. Flicker. Could have been an Overlord, could have been a Zor. Zor would have been like excellent here. It's all unfortunate that I don't know Icy Wolf. I don't think they explained anything really. I think tons of different formats, but like people said, standard is fun right now. Yeah, I mean it's all scary to like all in on standard and foundation is legal 5 years. Seems like things could go wrong. But it could be good in the I mean if standard when I came up playing Magic, standard was the most popular format and it was fun. I think standard's kind of the best format for constructed overall. I'm a little shocked. They have veto mana. Maybe it's just for I don't think I want to wait here. It does turn on the binding, but it can chump and stuff. I think keeping Flicker up. Also haven't played a land, right? So I'm gonna get a land. So I could still have like Healing Intervention for 2.
Personally, I think standard is better than modern RN.
Oh yeah, I mean, isn't modern like kind of a shit show and not that exciting? Yeah. Thanks for the resub, ATH733. Whatever that stands for. I guess it's... What's the 7 usually for a letter? I don't know, you tell me. People wouldn't complain as much about modern if it wasn't so expensive. As my nephew. He's staying with us for a few days. Because his family, they were on vacation together, but he wanted to come back a little earlier and go to Paris Games Week and stuff. Your nephew is President Macron. Well, I don't think they've ever been in the same room at the same time, so you never know. What we're gonna finish the words in the GeoGuessr, don't worry. Incarnation. It's probably worth disenchanting, right? Could get like Knight of Autumn, that would be nasty. I see, kind of unfortunate. I can only do it for one when they have so many. Oh, I have the Hexproof Zerdo. But they can like sack Nylea and get Skyclave or something. I guess that's not too bad for me. They need to get Skyclave for Zur first. Sack Up the Beanstalk over Nylea's presence. So they have Binding in hand. So they can go Skyclave, double Binding. Yikes. Beat this guy. I mean, I'm gonna lose. I'm getting high rolled. I don't think it's a bad matchup, but they've been drawing better than me so far. Okay. That just happened. Alright, I drew Silly Flicker. And then Zur was just great. And maybe I want all the Overlords if I'm gonna have all the Zor. Almost lost to Alish Norn, boards out Go for the Throat. Classic. It was Icy Wolf, it was you. It was your positivity, thinking I was going to win that game somehow. PayPal. You can send me donations on PayPal at gabnassif or gabnassif@gmail.com. What happened? I don't know. They just scooped. They vetoed my intervention. They sacked Up the Beanstalk, and then they didn't get anything and scooped. Maybe they boarded out Skyclave. Maybe they had Skyclave in hand. I'm not too sure. It's kind of a nice hand. Turn 2 Up the Beanstalk. I could also veto. We'll see. Depends if they have Fable. Oh, they're mulliganing to 5. Beanstalk. Interesting spots. If I say go and they have the green incarnation, I kind of lose. So I'm just so far behind. I'm just gonna play my own cards, and I have Helia that can join too. I have stuff that can help me catch up. Maybe dispute on incarnation at some point. I see veto's like better if they have Fable. Or dispute is better if they have the blue Overlords. Veto also better if they have another Up the Beanstalk. Alright, let's see. No, I could play a little reactive. I could, but I won't. Just make them have it. Gradation's pretty solid for them. Fear of missing out. That is not what they're looking for. Fear of missing out in a room. Looks like their hand was just super awkward. Discarding the room when you have Up the Beanstalk, the 5-mana part's kind of nice. Means you have a lot of action. My hand's really nice too. Kind of chilling. Up the Beanstalk is not a bad target for binding. I think most of the Vita targets. Yeah, I'll do binding now. Untap land. Boy, I don't just get beat down. I need Spelunking. As always, I need the caves. It's to me. Why have you forsaken me? Binding on what? Of the Beanstalk? I feel like I should just use my cards while I can. It's not like I can dispute much anyways. Especially with the hand I have like Overlord next turn, I'm drawing a million cards. Just need to not fall behind, not let them back in the game easily. Looks like they're just so awkward. Altik, are you going to Lille? I'm sure I've asked you before. Just lose track. You looking for a deck? I recommend buying out all the Back to Natures if you're gonna play this deck. That would be my main advice. How strong you think Green White Company is in Pioneer? It's one of the best decks. Really good deck. Some friends. Just really solid. Can beat anything. I don't think it has like... It's like... If people are respecting it, they're gonna have a tougher time. If people show up with enough torches and Vanishing Verse and Extinction Event and Malicious Eclipse or Cry the Carnarium, these, you know, if people have the right cards. Opponent says seems like all the good parts of the enigmatic deck without the clone factor. I like it. Going to check it out. I told them deck's been good for me and that I thought Incarnation was a pretty average deck when I tried it. I would have liked it, but I've been really busy. I also didn't qualify, but I was considering going anyway. I mean, Leyline is kind of a nice city. It's a cool city, but it's not very exciting either, especially in November. I just bought it, but I'm not sure about the matchup spreads. I don't know either. I think it's just pretty solid across the boards. Just depends if people are ready. I haven't played the white-green deck much. I played like 1 or 2 leagues with it. Heading to Vegas in the fun because Gab missed my 41st 37. Oh, I saw it and someone else was talking and stuff, and you said almost 4 years. And it was like such a nice resub message too. Almost 4 years of top-notch content. What Magic nerd could ask for more? I'm glad you feel this way. Sorry, sometimes I get distracted by silly chatters and I miss the important things. Wow, opponent was just sick brags. Says Incarnation was pretty good for me, but required a lot of things to go right. At least it got me to the PT and won me some cash in Chicago. No big deal. Distraction time, XTD time. Yeah, I'm expecting a few pictures, Ted. If you want to put some pictures in the Discord. Can't play with this internet. I've probably lost. Yeah, you probably lost. Can't imagine. Current opponent is in a storm right now. Is there still storms going on in the US? I hope everyone's been safe. When did he get back a Leyline Binding? Alright, let's just play the... I guess I'll punt 1 mana. Could have just cast Up the Beanstalk, but just gonna keep Dispute mana up. Is it less public anywhere? Yeah, the head on time, the only thing he needed was a storm. The canister. You win your last round, by the way? Did you win your last round? What were you playing? What's the best deck in Pioneer? Besides Zur Overlords. Wait, you were also playing Zur Overlords? Oh, are you saying what the best deck is? What were you playing in the prelim? Maybe I can... Wow. 2-2. Whatever it was must be unplayable. Hope you don't play that in hope that's not what you play in Leo. Phoenix? Phoenix, that deck, right? It feels like it's so good and so much better than everything else, but you just go 2-2 every prelim. Yikes. Yeah, people play the Flip Heliod in Incarnation. Pretty common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it triggers Up the Beanstalk. Alright, good enough. Oh. Raid Gab get roasted. If I played better after the prelim. Story of my life. You and me, buddy. Are you gonna splash green for Back to Nature? Not if the Phoenix matchup's actually probably tough for Overlords. Heliod intervening Heliod. XDD. Flavor fail? Dog versus dog matchup. I was gonna say the deck mulligans pretty well. Of course, I had that hand now. I could go down to 5, I guess. I have 1 games on 5 today. I think it was the game where I'm open and punted though. Just keep and bottom, go for the throat maybe. If I draw black mana on 2, I'll be pretty happy anyways. Oh, I didn't even check their, oh, they're playing Yorion. Okay, I'd definitely get rid of go for the throat then. Up the Beanstalk. Or a lot of outs. Triumph turn on must be nice. Whale's just gonna be all incarnation mirrors. All overlords. Come on, deck. Ugh. Yes, I mulliganed and got unlucky canister. What a troll. Little keyboard warrior over there. Acting so strong. Remind me? Oh, 2 and 2? Above the dock 4-0.
Not like this. Not like this.
Alright, opponent, put me out of my misery. So I can scoop. Kind of, I at least want to see if they're playing Incarnation or not. See if I should bring in some disputes. Feels bad, like they didn't do much. I probably would have won with, well, not probably, but decent 5-card hands. This hard cast Croxa. Alright, I'm gonna give them credit that they can win from that point. We got the valuable information we needed. Does anyone remember what I cut last time? I think one game I cut Azure and an Overlord. But then I didn't like that. Flicker? Right? Is that what I cut? Flicker? Sure. I checked the colored source count in your deck. Let's say what's the glue holding everything together. I have like, I think it's 15, 15, 14, 14. 15 green, 15 blue, 14 black, 14 white. Plus 2 caverns for the Overlords. But yeah, fat presence last game. I would still have been stuck on 2 lands and lost. Never saw Gab winning a game right after being raided by Canister. That's probably just the negative vibes. Really, Canister just wants to see me lose and suffer. It's his main thrill in life. Maybe one day I'll expose the real reasons why he quit the podcast. The real drama behind the split. Not today, though. Now you got us hooked. There was nothing. He just was off it. Probably a combination of like... It's kind of like me. He doesn't want to have to do too much. Just content, and also the podcast was making no money. Because our listeners are cheap. They're like, it's okay, but I can live without it. To be fair, I'm about the worst marketer in the history of content creation, so A podcast making money. Some podcasts make really good money.
Because you're the best around.
63 months stage madness of being the best around. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing good. Ooh. We caving? Try to draw Up the Beanstalk there, but... yeah. Okay, Up the Beanstalk. I guess Up the Beanstalk is good if he has the green Overlord there. I mean, at some point, if you get high rolled, you get high rolled, and you lose. It's fine. Probably Verse is good here. Verse keep Hardcast Dispute man up. Black white dispute. Yeah. Next turn, yeah. Expert land sequencing. It's a nice little threat. Let's go. Never seen Candace so excited about anything before. I didn't picture you for a let's go emojis or canister. Seems out of character. I'd love to play this kind of decks, but in paper there's way more Rakdos aggro. I've been okay against Rakdos aggro. If you're really worried, you can make some sideboard swaps and have more knockout blows. I could play around Dispute. I could just play another Overlord. Oh wait, I have Spelunking. Right, I forgot I had goaded Spelunking. We could have a removal in response for Overlords. How under overstated is the moto versus paper meta? I don't know what you mean, but I guess they're fairly similar. Can I play around Verse? I mean, I could just impend another Overlord for now. It's probably kind of a nice line. I get to keep Verse mana up. It's probably better against Binding, right? Plays around Dispute. They could even like just Dispute my Zur, right? Tap me out. Which could be decent for them. Yeah, they add Verse too. Nice. It's also just not trivial for them to beat these insects, little moth. Who's Dolphin Chemist, Icy Wolf? What game? Variety. Me? You mean me when I fall off the Pro Tour train? Rogue Elites and Sims and stuff. The Sims do seem fine. I was into Sims when I was a kid. All the Sims, the Football Manager. Is that supermarket one like still popular? The one where you're like, I don't even know what you have to do. I just know the graphics are really basic and it's in a supermarket. I think you have to set the prices. I used to love. I mean, I played a lot of SimCity. I really liked it from the very first one on like what was it, Super Nintendo. Played so much SimCity. Used to play a lot of Sim Park too. You like raise the salt content in your food so that they're more thirsty in my drink than tell. Simulations seem to be, yeah, I don't know. Simulations are just really fun in general, I'm sure. Oh, can't beat a 6/6. Can't beat a big dog. GG. I wonder if I verse Overlord now preemptively. I don't hate it, honestly. Probably gonna cost me the game. Oh well. Too late now. Damn, that's Spelunking. The one Spelunking. Just such value. SimCity 3000 was one of my only games growing up. SimCity 3000 was what, on desktop, right? Were you more of a Clepocious or Rosebud guy? I don't know what that is. They punted? I don't know. How? They blocked Spelunking? Oh. Well, this thing doesn't have Death Touch, right? What else are they gonna block? What else are they gonna block? Does Chomp? It's 7/7, their thing is 6/6. Damn. Can get a Traxa, hit Binding. They still have to block. Yeah, I mean, if they get a Traxa and hit well. Why attack with Spelunking? What? As Death Touch. What's going on? Chat. You guys need to time out. Tell me what's going on, because I don't know. Yeah, SimCity 3000 I probably played a ton. I don't know which one I've played more, honestly. The one on, like, what was it, Super Nintendo? We didn't even have a Super Nintendo. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds like mistakes were made. Alright, Don, go for the throat or not. Dispute was really good. Spelunking was really good. The verse are good. I think Veto's probably pretty important. Veto can be a little awkward. Maybe go for the approach just better than Veto. I'm currently playing 3 different Pokemon games, so my life is good. Yeah, SimCity 3000 was such a big upgrade. Just, I do have Enchantment covered. Was verse Heliot and stuff. One go for the throat seems kind of random though. I'll do 1-in-1 split. Transport Tycoon. Transport Tycoon does not sound familiar. Need a Lord. Was the flood warnings and the fires and SimCity Classic, Windows 95. Oh, it was on computer already? Or was it on Super Nintendo? Damn. Should we do a SimCity 3000 stream or whatever the best SimCity is? I'd be down, honestly, to play some sim games or some manager games. Sounds fun to me. Oh no, did I play the wrong Triome? I think I did. Hollow Knight? Dude, I'm just terrible at Hollow Knight though, no? I really hope I don't lose the game because I played the wrong Have I ever played Civ? I played a bit of Civ, but not as much as Football Manager or SimCity. I have one of my best friends. He's played every Civ, still does. Just favorite game. What's the last one, like Civ 6? Everyone is bad at Hollow Knight. You'd watch a Counter-Strike. I played a tiny bit of Counter-Strike, but I was I mean, maybe I was not very good at it because I played so little. I don't know. I was never super into Counter-Strike. We played a lot of Warcraft too. Basically, Warcraft 2 is one of the reasons why I'm so good at Magic. Because we were obsessed with Warcraft 2. My local game store had a lot of tables to play Magic, and they had a corner was like, I think it was 8 or 12 computers in a LAN. And basically my main goal in life was to do well at Magic, win store credit, and then use the store credit playing Warcraft 2 with my friends. Not joking. Alright, I guess I play Triumph, say go, and either Vita or Bind. That's a great goal, I agree. Then when my friends and me retire, I hope the plan is to have a LAN and we can just start playing Dota again. Maybe a better game or different. I don't know about better, but different. Ooh, that dispute is nice. It's all coming up Yellowhead here. Like lands, always. That was sort of how the Wizard store in the mall was set up when I was a kid. Bunch of cards and stuff, computers in the back, typically on Unreal Tournaments and EverQuest. Ooh, I have a lot of friends who got lost in the EverQuest. Good at Magic, damn, Bjorn. I remember sharing the computer with my brother when we were kids playing Warcraft 3. Such a good time. Yeah, Warcraft 3, I mostly... That was when I was in university, and there was a cyber cafe where I would go and play. I was not very good at Warcraft 3. I just kind of specialized playing undead and just making mass ghoul. That was like basically the only time I was decent on the ladder was when that strat was viable because it was the only thing I was good enough to do like efficiently. Who's my pick to win Worlds? Reed Duke, obviously. Who else would I pick? The best player on the best team. Let me focus for a second because we're doing good. I just need to not spew.
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
What, picking Reed Duke? Reed Duke's voice line? Yeah. Genius. I started playing MTG from tabletop gaming because it was easier to bring a deck of cards on a camping trip than a bunch of minis. What are minis already? I grew up spending my weekly allowance going to LANs in Madrid to play Warcraft and Counter-Strike, and it was speed gaming. Yeah. I mostly spend my weekly allowance on Magic cards, but then I popped off. So we used to trade and stuff to like be able to afford cards and whatnot. It has the shield counters right away. So I should bind it right now, right? Oh, it's 1 mana binding. Oops. And then they don't get to like draw and whatnot. I think. Kaito asking questions in chat. Bonjour Gabriel, regarderas-tu les Worlds sur ta chaîne? Oui. Peut-être pas tout parce que ça va être tard, mais un peu. We were a StarCraft 1 household. I never replayed tons or StarCraft 1 at all, I think, or very little. some friends who like spend their play at nights at the cybers and stuff. Play a lot of StarCraft, Namido. When will the World Standard list be out? Round 1 of Standards is usually when they come out. I think second Up the Beanstalk is probably not a luxury. And then I don't know. Just keep playing. Overlords. Jake is playing the 100k limited event, hoping to pop off enough to get back to the PT. Does this event also qualify to the PT? I sadly didn't know about Magic back then. You probably had a pretty good time going to these land tournaments, I'm sure. Maybe I'll just dispute that to have them out. Just too many cards anyways. I learned to play Magic my freshman year of college, doing Lorwyn drafts with my dorm mates. Ooh, Lorwyn, that was Worlds in New York, like 2006, 2007. That's Lorwyn, right? Was the Merfolks and stuff. I was on the PT by when as Icy Wolf. I like lost track. I fell a bit behind. Can veto counter impending creatures? Nah. You can annul, you can essence scatter. They're creatures on the stack. What are we talking about, Jace? They're just Dobbs. They're just extremely Dobby-Dobby-Dobbs. Probably good enough. Probably we can find something to bridge the gap. Ooh, Lush Portico. Who plays Lush Portico? Is that Lotus Field? Or Nemesis? He passed away a few months after the gift. I'm sorry. That's... Yeah, you get a little gift, a little souvenir. Popper Sliver deck has a little shrine in our house now. Sliver. My favorites. My first deck was from my brother, Buried Alive for Bladewing the Risen, Dragon Tyrant, and Bladewing Strahl, then Zombify Bladewing the Risen. There's a deck like that, yeah, that was like kind of playable at some point in one of the standards, I think. Not as good as Dragonstorm, but what is? Right on time. You're already booked for Utrecht. When is Utrecht? In like 6 months or something? 4 months? Oh. One of my first decks was also Buried Alive. But it was Buried Alive for Nether Shadow, Ashen Ghoul, and Krovikan Horror. Dragonstorm wasn't very good the first time, was it? It was good at Worlds. We had that Dragonstorm deck in Standard, right? Buried Alive for Hacken, that's much later. What's in Utrecht? I'm assuming it's the second RC, right? Second RC, third RC, second RC? Or is it like the non-RC big events? That was when they reprinted Dragonstorm? Oh. I think the deck was supposed to play Stitch Together, not Zombie 5. We didn't own any. Classic. I don't remember what my first deck was. It was probably just pile of horrendous cards. They just mess up. They're realizing their mistake. Or is that just insane bait? Maybe they just want me to be tapped out of Vanishing Verse and it was bait. It was bait all along. Told you, fast clock. Scoop. Do you think this deck is stronger than a Yorion enigmatic list? Yeah. My results, I've done better with this version of the deck than I did with Incarnation. I think Incarnation in Pioneer anyways. I don't know if it's much different on Arena. I don't think the Incarnation deck is anything special in Pioneer. I think it's an average deck, just average, mediocre, whatever you want to call it. Just fine, but I think it's very unlikely it's one of the best decks in the format. I took the green-white precon from Betrayers of Kamigawa and added random cards. I didn't add lands though, just spells from 8th edition's Booster Open. Yeah, that's gotta be such a classic. Just have a deck and just add a bunch of cards and add no lands. Nine lives? The source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage, and put an incarnation counters on 9 lives. Dude, the white overlords just gas against 9 lives. They're cooking. I think it's pretty standard. They even played main deck sometimes. Or they used to when Price was like super popular. Alright. So what's my line here? Just up the beanstalk? What am I even hoping to draw into? I definitely want to keep Verse mana up, right? That's like at least a little something. Or let me make sure there's actually anything I can ever draw into, or if it's like pointless. Flicker of Fate, Vanishing, I mean, yeah. Oh, Binding, right. Binding. It's also just another permanent I can turn on next turn. Can't you just verse the 9 lives? It would be a pretty bad card. If you cast it and if they had any permanent removal spell, you just lose. Wait, why is it only 6 count? Oh, it is up to 6, right? Yeah. It'd be kind of sad if we lost after their last turn was just hidden strings for 9 lives. And now they just went off. I also have Verse up. It's not like super trivial for them to go off, I'm assuming. But they don't even have Spell Mastery. Who was worried about the Lotus matchup? I say that I'm gonna lose the 2 sideboard games for sure. It's such a classic. You win game 1 somehow with no hate, no nothing. And then when you actually get good cards, you just lose. I'm ready for it. 2 Damping Spheres. Thank you, Xeno1, for like baiting me into playing more Damping Spheres. Xeno1 was taunting me earlier. Okay. Alright, what should I trim here? Verse. I could just cut all the verse. I do have binding. I could trim a white overlords. Let's trim 1 white overlords. What should I do? 2 overlord, 2 vanishing verse split, or 90% of my clock? I mean, 0 or 1 of the other overlords is, a little slower. It makes my deck more consistent. Flicker? No, I think Flicker is probably good in a Goldfish matchup. Spelunking. I think Spelunking's good with the counters and stuff. Spelunking Dispute is nice. No, I'm not cutting Spelunking. I want to do this and either... What do you want to verse? I don't know, a Leer, an Omniscience, like a hard cast, 1 free. I'll keep 1 in, sounds like Canister thinks verse sucks. Blue it, no, but I want to max my odds of going some Overlord on turn 3. Damn, I have the nuts. The Stone Cold. Really, the Stone Cold now. Maybe Zagoth is better. Right? Probably. They're gonna have the charm. You're gonna have the charm. Do I play Sphere to make the Muse charm on Sphere? Oh, more? Agreed. Discarding the land there. Makes my Beanstalk cheaper too. Prize, they can just go off from there. You would have just played Damping Sphere, really? Don't have to just hope they don't have it all. What's my plan once I Damping Sphere and they kill it? Just hope they have no other ways to get Lotus. Maybe I get to play my Triome too. It buys me a turn, but a turn for what? Just hope to draw my second Damping Sphere. I mean, it's not like they have to go off next turn. They could just have another crappy hand now. Okay, they're down to Sylvan's crying for cycling cards. Oh, never mind, I have a poor still. Second white or second blue. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I should have played Damping Sphere. Yeah, maybe it's too ambitious to not play Damping Sphere there. Just play it, hope to draw some interaction. Am I qualified for the Worlds? No. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how trivial it is for them to go off. Can't be that trivial, right? That stage and hidden strings. Yeah, it's really nice again today. It's just super sunny. Was Edgar playing the vintage Power Cube? No, he didn't get there. Yeah, the plan is no stream tomorrow afternoon. Stream like about 25, 26 hours from now. Watch some Worlds. Then Saturday, play some challenges and watch some Worlds after in between. Same on Sunday. Rip plus binding might be annoying for them. Proctor. They play Proctor too. I have the nuts again. Assuming the line is just binding, right? Always make them have like the stage. I like every card in my deck has a come into play effect. When is the Vintage Cube live stream? Are they drafting on Thursday? Are they drafting tonight? Dude, like seriously? I mean, I guess they fizzled game one. I told you I was gonna lose the 2 sideboard games when I actually had like interaction. Must be. They kind of had the nuts. Maybe I win last game. Maybe I'd have won last game. Dude, and I'm gonna lose because I have time to play Rest in Peace. Hidden Strings, poor Proctor. Yeah. What can you do when they have like the perfects? Yeah, I mean, I would have been able to go like Verse plus Rest in Peace. Not sure I would have won, but might have been good. Black mid-range, and that's my opening hand. GG. My turn. My turn to have the nuts. Blue-black. Narsetto? Doomsday in Pioneer? People play that in Pioneer? I haven't seen anyone play that deck in Pioneer. A standard deck. Thoughtseize right on time. I don't know what they're playing. If they're playing controller or something else. Alright, not the best draws. It is all black mana so far. You might be right. We'll see. I like that play. Getting better when I do Zer. They keep playing all lands that only make black. Might mean something. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to play Up the Beanstalk. This is worse against negate. It's worse against change the equation. Yeah. Pew. I'm not gonna play naked, sir. That was bad. That's probably just bad. Playing Bean there. Hey, Siege Rhino. Siege Rhino asks, when is Worlds, by the way, and are you going, Gab? Alright, they're probably not playing Doomsday. Even casting costs. I'll give my Up the Beanstalk in play. I'll be not greedy.
I saw an ad and
Just
it
in case you
reminded
have
me
a
to resub.
sweeper. Ads are wholly based. Jay Walla, thank you so much for the 1 year. If anyone else wants to stop getting ads, easiest way to do so is to sub. Amazon Prime sub, Real Money sub. You can get yourself Twitch Turbo too. If you look at a lot of different streamers on Twitch and like to like surf from one stream to another because you have uncontrollable ADD. You can have worlds that can be reminded every 2 seconds that I'm not qualified for worlds. What did they get with our set? Jari's Disruption. Damn. 2 Jars Disruption. You know someone's a yellow hat hater when they're playing multiple Jars Disruption in their decks. I take it personally, honestly.
I was going to cheer 100 asking about your deck for Worlds, but that felt too mean, so instead please enjoy this dance party. XDD time, 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 XDD time.
I should like learn the actual XDD movements for real. Scuff sensor, of course. Just tuning in, is it XDD time? When is it not? Since you're asking. When is it not XDD time? I wonder if I should just save Zerg for when they tap out, so I don't get dismissed. Dismissed into oblivion here. Sketch line. Sketch line. You offer XDD time coaching? Are you a dance instructor? Uh-oh, dig for time. I guess I should have played my Zur. Seems really hard for them to come back in this game. What a great Marshall impersonation. Let's get more XDD, or I mean Overlords in play. Ooh, Cavern of Souls for my Zor next turn. XDD time, uncounterable schemer. I mentioned that the other way. That art really, I don't know, fills me with joy. It just looks like Zur is just living his best life, flying around, scheming, up to no good. Probably some XDD time. Zoom in on the Zero space, it should be an emote. Yeah. Wait, I don't even know which one's Zero though. The top one or the bottom one? The bottom one, I guess? Oh, gone. Finally. Finally, cave secured. Alright, kind of regret my decision to hardcast the Overlord last or to cast Overlord last turn. No! I'm gonna lose? Ain't no way. Oops, all lands. These Fatal Push. These Fatal Push are gonna do them in. Another one. Cover up. Cover up, make a shark. Oh, they're running me out of win cons. Slowly but surely. Classic cover-ups. Yes, I'll play my Cavern of Souls. It'd be sad if they just had change the equation there as their last cards. Ooh, Flicker. How many cover-ups gone? 2. Alright, we need that deferred cover-up. No cover-up, Rage. Did you play the Watery Grave tap when you're out this cover up? Maybe only have two. Maybe I have like two in an extinction event or something. Alright, dispute, veto, verse, rip, cut, push, and cut go for the throat. Just perfect in and out. Hiding is not the worst. Not the best either. Well, thanks, Jan. Oh, they were at one. They couldn't pay for Watery Grave, right? Good one. Yeah, plus Edgar. We could get Edgar. Edgar, you down at some point to hop on the Discord and do some Worlds commentary? We don't even have to decide a time, just whenever you feel like it at any point this weekend. Juza is already over there, and money's probably part of coverage. Sounds fun. Alright, just... Sometimes I don't notice the discard stuff, so just type in chat to if at some point you're available and want to do it. Alright, I think I'm gonna play around countering to Narset here, just chill, play the Triome. I'll probably just counter the Deuce and hope they don't have Narset. I say that. Dude, Narset is so bad for me. But then I'll let them draw Thoughtseize. What am I gonna do? Beanstalk plus Dispute? Or just Beanstalk? Alright, you can have Deduce. Plus I gave away the Dispute. Yeah. This Field of Rune's gonna be good down the line too at some point. If I haven't ram by then. Didn't take the Dispute. I'm gonna get it. Because I don't have a counter. I should have kept the Verge untapped. Oh, they can't use Field of Rune, never mind. Cavern of Souls would be nice. Any untapped land really, except for basic swamp. Are you guys not editors? Dude, I mean, why do we need that emote? Okay. Why do we need that cursed emote? Freaky stuff. It doesn't even work yet. Come on, land. Maybe I don't have the right settings? Oh, I just need to refresh. Okay. Oh, that was all rough. Hey guys, Snipes. Yeah, apparently there's magic video going viral. Gab researching StarCraft. We were just talking about stuff earlier. Could Zer turn on Up the Beanstalk? Can name Avatar and play Overlords. I could just play Cavern and say go and Verse Narset. Or could go Verse plus Zur. I'm not sure. Let's do that. Why I have double white? Obviously I don't draw cards. That's fine. Cavern won't let long use it for Zur. Isn't it better to use it for Overlord? Still in pens, it's an enchantment. And too bad I don't have basic planes. That'd been good. Alright, no more Field of Rain plays. Asking for poor favor here. What do I do here? Flicker? Surely. Don't we need to get in our set of the table? I don't know, do we? Also need to not die. George? What's up? That's gonna block. There's that hall that's looming. Working while listening. Cool. What do you do for a living, George? It's not indiscreet. Software, very exciting. Yeah. Figured. Big brain that brought you the sideboard app. Is it worth versing here? Probably. Shut it and keep in push after sideboards. It's good if they have another in our set too to have some kind of pressure. Am I supposed to dispute that just to tab them out? It's usually not the greatest play to do that. I'll let them have it. Checkmate. Oops, Olzor. Alright, Up the Beanstalk. Everyone's put to contribution here. You two. Get in there. Dude, that's gonna untap and devious cover up. They're gonna dig, I'm gonna counter, they're gonna fight back. They're gonna lose our set, untap, cover up. Otawara. Okay. Looks like I should have used my dispute maybe. Missing these first few land drops was kind of tough. Bringing Akl's odds against the Binding Verse deck is definitely interesting. And by interesting, I mean heinous. I deserve to draw Binding or Verge here just to punish them. Nope. Probably just lose if they block. Is the meta breakdown in the article somewhere or October 22nd? The fact sheet should just be no, Gabriel Nassif is not qualified. Did GD get his card yet? No. Gruul price, most played deck, just like on Moto. Dimir midrange. That is unlike Moto. Azorius Oculus. The main ramp. Timir prowess. Dimir demons. Golgari midrange. Jeskai convoke. Golgari ramp. 13 others. What are the others? Mono White Caretaker. Oars of Demons. Boros Enchantments, Gruul Delirium. Boros Enchantments probably Caretaker. Sultai Reanimator, Mono Red Aggro, Mono Red Predator's Caretaker. Here's Zagthul, and yeah, a lot of these old school guys are kind of jerks now. Ninja. Well, I'm Dimir midrange. No pure control deck, no. I mean, domain is controlled these days in standards. I mean, Deluge is gone, Wandering Emperor is gone, like, and every other deck got better. Storm Splitter, Besiege Reenact. No, but no one's actually playing that deck, right? Or is which one would that be? They wouldn't talk about it on Twitter if they were playing the deck, right? Yeah, but they wouldn't want people to know how their loops work and what their deck does if their deck was all special. I mean, I didn't even understand what the deck did. I didn't try, to be fair, but I was like happy for them or sorry it happened, kind of a thing. But if you have like a deck that's all intricate and that no one really knows about, you're not just gonna like give your opponent a head start and figure out how to sideboard, how to play, come up with a sideboard plan. Oh, you got me. If you put 5 blanks in your deck and resolve 2 4-mana cards, you can deal 20 damage for no blockers. Is that really kind of it? Are you only slightly exaggerating? All right, let's take a look at the article after the. Is that my last match? Only slightly. Never once saw Edgar exaggerate. I've never seen anyone ever exaggerate ever. Edgar or others. Pretty good hand if I find a third land, and pretty good hand against Thoughtseize. And I don't have my one basic swamp in hand. Even though if I mulligan, I can just bottom it. Alright, Edgar, I'm tired. Am I supposed to keep that hand or not on the play against blue-black? Or there's another Pro Tour caliber player in chat. Yeah, Kai's playing in Worlds. What model? Is your name Edgar? Mara Desbois, is your name Edgar? I'm still interested in people's opinion. Maul. Alright, I'll maul. Wow, you're all heinous. I think I would have kept for what it's worth if not everyone just said maul. That's why you're chat and I'm just a poor streamer. A poor clueless streamer. You're just great. Time I'd ever chattered it. I don't know, looks like they were right. My mulligan's 5 hand's pretty gas. Cavern, please. Oh. No, I said cavern, not Glacial Fortress. It's kind of a cavern, I guess. Make disappear. Really? Make disappear in this economy? It is good against turn 3 Overlord, I guess. Damn, if they go after my trial, I'm just so far from double green. Should I flicker now? I guess I'll flicker now. Rip. Okay. It's probably better for me in some ways than just Field of Ruin. And if only they knew. If only they knew the power that Field of Ruin wielded. I'd be so done by now. Sure. Alright, at least I get to cast spells for a bit. Wow. Opponent's a real one. Opponent's one of the real ones. Heinous play, but... No, I don't know if it's heinous. I don't have that many ways to get rid of it. They're probably just going to play another one now. Here's all this hard cast. Speaking of bad plays. Right, I forgot Punin was a Jari Disruption stan. We shot 2 in game 1. Whoopsie. That was definitely a whoopsie. That's karma for talking bad about their plays. Gonna see opponent's deck list. I mean, stock blue black control probably just reads lists or something. Did Reed have Tidebinder in his sideboards? Alright, this is Jober. Alright, game, yeah. Multi 5 is indeed. Should have played the headquarters. Actually. Huh? I get a bunch of sharks. Yeah, but now my thingy has flying. But our shark is flying too. Oh, I'm asleep at the wheel. Oh, I'm so silly. That's because I pretended to be asleep. Turned into really being asleep. Attack first was my 1/4 into their 3/2. Doesn't seem very good. My 1/4 didn't have flying anymore. I could probably scoop, right? Get me out of here. Alright, couple tough ones. These of mana has been mostly good. As long as I've had like a few lands. Met some sketchy two-landers, I guess. Ooh, notice combo again. Feels like I got. I was told Lotus combo was 2% of the meta. Does not look like 2% of the meta to me. I'm not gonna keep that push, right? Turn free kill. Powerful play here. Yeah, that's Lotus combo. 2% of the field. Said we played against it twice this league. Weltering Sun main deck. Interesting. Candice, are you taking notes? I have a theory. I won the pre-board game last time and I spoke sideboard games. Which logically means that if I lose game one, I'll win the 2 sideboard games. Just quick math. What did I miss? Although Lotus Bros stayed home from the prelim just to steal your lunch money in this league. We were all still at work, but now freed from daily burden of capitalists, we Lotus a gun. Well, it's not a Monday, so I can't make the joke. Where does that come from? Reminder that you don't hate Mondays, you hate capitalism. Except we're Thursday, so it doesn't really work. Also, I love capitalism. Alright, they're not playing the Proctor version, so just keep binding. Maybe the cans are just trying to sabotage me, telling me to board at the verse. To escape capitalism, you have to go to space? Not really. Didn't you see Elon Musk plan for indentured servitude in space? His plan is like people who can't pay for space travel can just travel for free, but then when they get there, they have to work to make up for the free travel. From like early US. Seems like intergalactic human trafficking. Everything Elon invents was already a thing of as like 1850. Yeah. I mean, there's that like some stuff, right? I mean, I hate him, but the like rocket ship they were able to recover, it's like somewhat cool. Unless you feel guilty opening X to check MTG stuff, yeah. I was off it for a bit. I started posting again once in a while when I go live or posting something Magic related. Honestly, depending on the indentured servited contract, I might be down. Space seems cool. I just wish he'd like focus on saving our planet rather than having to plan to go to another planet when this one is destroyed. It's the part that bothers me. Yeah, John Donator. That's how Liz got me. She was already like trying to get me off Twitter, and then she's like, "Oh, you're just paying Elon more money." When he started donating like millions to Trump. Saving our planet would not be visionary though. Because there's no money to be made in saving this planet. All right. I guess I should have 4 Damping Sphere in my sideboard. I was beating the white-green decks anyways.